So today, the Indiana Fever, yesterday, say goodbye to who was one of their most important players, especially early on in the year, Temi Fagbenle. Temi Fagbenle was a superb player for the Fever, and she was like the first of all the players to actually like gel with what Caitlin Clark wanted to do, because Temi Fagbenle liked to run as well. Temi Fagbenle loved to sprint up and down the floor, and for that reason, you had a really, really nice player in there, and unfortunately, she just was taken in the expansion draft. And before we get on to things, we are doing Hoopsmas. We're going to be averaging 5 videos a day, every single day. And we're trying to hit 40, or in December up to Christmas, we're trying to hit 40,000 subscribers by then. And we're only 200 off. Obviously, this will be the last video today. It's only going to be the third video today. We upload 7, so it evens out. But anyway, Caitlin Clark did respond to Temi Fagbenle's Instagram post. So, the Caitlin Clark-led Indiana Fever lost a key player in the expansion draft. Temi Fagbenle, a backup big and spot starter for the team, was the 5th player to be picked up by the newest franchise. And fans lamented the loss. Fever could only pick 6 players, and Fagbenle not coming among them. While Clark celebrated Kate Martin going to the Valkyries, she expressed sadness over Temi Fagbenle's departure. Fagbenle shared a farewell post on Instagram expressing her gratitude. To my teammates, we had a season of revelations and growth. So proud we all for persevering. Thank you for lifting me and each other. F the noise, keep growing together. Thank you for consistent energy. Indie fans, y'all are solid. Very grateful, very blessed. And obviously this was the video right here that Temi posted.
Thomas with the offensive rebound. Here's Bonner.
I tried to mute that. I do apologize. Tried to mute that. But, and Caitlin Clark responded with, "Love you, Tem. Gonna miss you," Clark wrote. After playing for the Minnesota Lynx in 2017 and again for these 2 years, Temi Fagbenle joined the Fever after 5 years away from the league. Returning a strong note, averaging best career of a season was 6.4 points, 4.7 rebounds, while shooting 50%. And yeah, like Temi Fagbenle, it is a very interesting one because Caitlin Clark is 100%. This is without question one of her best teammates. Like, if you guys didn't even see, like, Temi Fagbenle literally showing up to All-Star break just to celebrate with the Indiana Fever players. And that's the thing when it comes to Temi, is that she was the leader of this team. She was 100% the leader of this team. And obviously Caitlin Clark's comment here, "Love you, Tem, gonna miss you." She was the leader, and especially early on in the season when it was kind of going crazy, you have Temi Fagbenle, who was the vet. Like, for the first 10 games, she was playing better till she got injured against the Storm. She got injured in her first starting game at the start of the year. But, like, I'm not joking when I say this. She was better than Aaliyah Boston up to that point. It's not a knock on Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston started off the season not to her standard, but Temi was better. But with that, like, it's going to be tough. And for Caitlin Clark, look, she's not happy. She'll be happy, I think, if they bring in a better player, but I don't see her being happy about that one. I'd say the players were almost shocked about this. The only reason I think that, genuinely, the only reason I think that Temi Fagbenle was gone, I stand by this, and this seems to be the prevailing reason, is that they could not afford her. They simply put, it was nothing to do with the fact that, she wasn't a better player. It's the fact they literally have already the contract sorted on Nalissa Smith. Nalissa Smith's going to cost half. Again, why do you think Temi, they let her go? Injuries and cost. Probably felt like she didn't fit in the long-term value while not having short-term trade value. Restricted free agent, so they might lose her anyway if they didn't want to match. Whereas someone like Grace is still in a rookie deal, perhaps age and injury concerned. Front offices are actually advantaged with their restricted free agents. Offer sheets with other teams must be for more than one season. The salary cap presumably go up by a decent amount. I don't know if the offer sheets have to be that, to be honest. It'll be interesting to see what ends up happening. But yeah, like I would say that I'd say like it's cost. It is cost because there is absolutely no way that that they chose, if it was a choice, especially because they're both gone after a year, Nalissa Smith would be chosen over Temi. No coach in their right mind on a 1-year deal would do that. I think again, Nalissa has some trade value, and when it comes to Temi Fagbenle, again, as I've said, they're going to be able to replace her in another way. Maybe not directly. They might find some other players. Like, there are players, and it could be interesting. Like, they could get Temi Fagbenle back, ironically. Let's just say, hypothetically, I'm not joking when I say this. Let's say they don't really want to keep her, or they don't want to pay her, and the max that Indiana were willing to go is like 130k. If Indiana, I'm not joking when I say this, offer her whatever their max deal was, they were willing to pay her. If they offer her that deal and nobody offers her more, and the Valkyries don't want to match it, there is actually, I'm not joking when I say this, a possibility that Temi Fagbenle stays as an Indiana Fever, which would be hilarious. But there's a bunch of things where it's like, Monique Billings is probably going to be cut. Like, I think they're going to cut Monique Billings immediately. And like, I think they'll cut Monique Billings immediately because she's an unrestricted free agent. They literally have to pay her a supermax. You either cut her or pay her a supermax. Like, it's the weirdest thing ever, his expansion draft. Like, there's no in-between for Billings. Billings is a bang average player. You either cut her or pay her to supermax. I think they're just probably going to cut her. I don't know why. I don't know why they draft her and not just do what they did with Seattle, but I think with Seattle, they literally couldn't draft anyone. Otherwise, they would have had to have paid the supermax, and you could only take one unrestricted free agent. Maybe they just didn't want to take anyone from either of those teams. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this situation. Caitlin Clark's clearly not happy about it all. Obviously, like, Temi's was her best teammate early on in the year. Simple as that. Temi was the vet of this team. Temi was the player. Temi and Erica Wheeler were the leaders of this team. And to lose one of them, especially, and to potentially lose both of them, you are really trusting the leadership of Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. More so Aaliyah Boston than Caitlin Clark. And yeah, it's a very, very interesting one for the Fever. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.